What's up, my fellow Sambarians? Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. This is actually the first time I've done this. Besides just the little cans that you can buy from the parts store, I'm going to be recharging the air conditioning system on this Sambar. I don't think I'm going to show the step-by-step. AC systems are pretty much all the same. I'm going to be honest. I watched Chris fix and saw how he did it on his Toyota. So I did buy the entire kit with the manifold, pressure gauges, the vacuum pump, and it comes with all the lines. I replaced that AC compressor on the Sambar. There's the old guy. So essentially what happened was the clutch, or that outer area, whatever, it seized up, cooked the belt, and yeah, no longer works. So I got a remand from Japan. So I had the system professionally evacuated, obviously, because there's still Freon in it. You don't want to just let that stuff go into outer space. So once it was completely empty, put the new compressor on. I got the new O-rings in there installed. So the very first thing we got to do is vacuum out the entire system to get all the air out, because there's obviously air in the lines, and make sure we get all the moisture and everything. So that takes like 45 minutes or so. So in the meantime of that sucking all the stuff out of the AC lines, I'm going to go to the store and get the dye so we can load up a little bit of that dye in the system in case there's ever a leak. We can find it. But these already come pre-filled with 120 centimeter cubed of oil. So I shouldn't need any oil. There was definitely oil inside the compressor. So essentially we just need to put Freon in there. So yeah, let's get everything hooked up and see what happens, and make sure it holds vacuum. That's the whole test too, is we're gonna make sure it holds vacuum and it doesn't leak somewhere. Otherwise we're just wasting our time. All right, we are on our way. So right now I'm just gonna suck down vacuum. I'm just gonna suck down vacuum, and then we're gonna shut this off and just let it sit, and we're gonna make sure that none of this changes, because if it doesn't, that means we have a leak in the system. So yeah, got it all hooked up and looking kind of professional. So yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna shut these valves and then see if we hold vacuum. There we go. We got this now running. Since I did a little leak down test and we weren't leaking, it was holding vacuum. I'm going to let it run for about 45-ish minutes or so. Just really let it evacuate everything out, moisture, air, whatever that could be in there, just so we don't have any issues down the line. In the meantime, I'm going to run to the parts store so I can get the dye and load up our yellow line. So if there's ever a leak in the future, we can spot it with that UV dye stuff and the black light, whatever. But yeah, I'm going to go do that while this is running, and hopefully everything else goes smoothly in the next couple hours, getting some cold air. We'll see what happens. Okay, this thing's been running for about an hour-ish. I went and got some dye. I ate some lunch. So I'm going to take my little baby syringe there. That should fit perfect in that little hole, and I can inject some into this line, and then we will hook up the refrigerant and go from there. And it holds about 0.45 to 0.55 kilograms, which is less, like 1.5 of these bottles, plus or minus. So I have a scale. We'll see if we can weigh it out and see what happens. But let me get some dye in this line right now. All right, so I successfully got some of that dye inside the yellow line with my syringe. That worked out perfect, because it kind of injected it in there in that little hole. I wasn't aware, but the fan motor doesn't blow air at all, so I can't even get the AC to turn on to load it. So, wow, I was not aware of that until now. I didn't even try blowing the fan, and I don't think I was told the fan doesn't work. So this may have to end here. Okay, false alarm, everybody. Fuse was blown. I'm assuming maybe the fuse blew when the AC freaked out or something. So, man, thank goodness that wasn't all for just nothing. Yeah, we're still holding vacuum. Everything looks good. Let's start it up and run the AC and make sure that AC compressor turns on. Would you look at that? Our little sight glass is doing something. Just open that up. It's doing something. Don't freak me out, man. Okay. I think we did a successful AC full recharge because the compressor's on. If I shoot my little temp sensor in the air conditioner, we're getting 50s, 49, 48, 49, 48, 47. Bro, I did it. That is so cool. So, yeah, a little bit of YouTube University, spending a little bit on the kit or the stuff to do it, going to another state to get the Freon, and yeah, super cool. AC is working amazing. I'm happy, and this person should be happy too. So, very cool. Thanks for watching, guys. I can't believe I did it right the first time. No one lost any limbs in explosions. Everything seems to be good. So, I'm sure there's something I could have done better. This is the first time I've charged an AC system due to mostly the fact that no one really wants to work on these older vehicles. Some have R12, so those are even more trickier. But this is an R134A that you can still get. Also, just finding a shop that's available to do it is also, like in the time frame, is also very difficult. I've got a lot of cars I got to get done, so sitting waiting for a month or two isn't exactly kosher. But cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Maybe this is helpful. You too can charge the AC on your K car. This goes across the board of all K cars. It's going to be probably the same exact thing because they're all similar systems. But cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry I didn't really show you how to do it exactly. Chris Fix has a really good video on how to do it. I just wanted to, kind of film the journey as I learn something new here and can offer another service. And this one was perfect because it was a completely dead system, new compressor, so it wasn't like I was going to make any situation worse because there was no cold air to begin with. So yeah, they go from normal air to freezing cold air. It's awesome. So cool. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you on the next one.